of the first module, we talked about what a ratio is. And a ratio is something that compares two different things. So we can refer to a ratio as being the number of boys to girls, like what we did in class. There may be 5 boys for every 4 girls. That doesn't mean that there's only 5 boys and only 4 girls. It means that's the comparison. So a ratio is an ordered pair of non-zero, non-negative numbers. And they are ordered. The order is important. So let me draw some shapes for you. I can say that the ratio of hearts to stars is 3 to 2. That means if there were 6 stars, there would be 4. 6 stars, there would be, that's 3 times as many stars, there would be 9 hearts. It means that that relationship has to stay the same. There should be, for every 2 stars, there should be 3 more hearts. So no matter how big we make our groups, if I add three more hearts, then I need 2 more stars. I could say that the ratio of hearts to stars is 6 to 4, or I could say 3 to 2. That is a proportional relationship, which we'll talk more about a little later. It's important also to tell that changing the numbers changes the relationship. If I want to talk about the ratio of stars to hearts, I need to say it's 4 to 3. If I want to talk about 3 to 4, then I'm talking about the ratio of hearts to stars. The order, I can't stress this enough, the order is very, very important, the order of the numbers. It's also good to mention that the way we write a ratio can be different. There's 3 different ways to write a ratio. The first way to write a ratio is with the word 2, T-O. 3, 2, 4. We can also write a ratio like 3 to 4, like I showed you earlier, 2 dots. And we can also write it as a fraction, 3 to 4. And as we discussed today, that if you're in a ratio of 3 to 4, you'll have 3/4 as many. So if you have, let's see, I'll make up a different ratio. If I have a ratio of 1 to 2, so I have 1 star for every 2 hearts, my ratio is 1 to 2. I can write it as 1/2 because there are half as many stars as hearts. Half as many as there are hearts. There's 2 hearts, half of 2 is 1, so there's half as many stars as there are hearts. It's 1 to 2, or 1/2 as many. We also talked about being on a team. We made a table. So we could say that the ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 1 on a volleyball team. But we know that there's not going to be just 3 players on a team. For volleyball, that's not going to be enough players. So if we're out in our backyard playing, we probably want about 6 players. So I have 3 players in this instance, but that's not enough for a volleyball team. I want 6 players. If I want 6 players, I have now doubled my players, and that means I'm going to double the amount of boys and the amount of girls. So if I have 6 players, my ratio is 2 to 1, I'm going to have 4 boys and 2 girls. The ratio 4 to 2 is equivalent to the ratio 2 to 1. Very similar to reducing fractions, and we'll see more about that this coming week.